Well, I said I was going to be back and doing some more videos, and I'm keeping that promise. Today, we're going to be trying a bunch of random snacks that I found at Walmart that I haven't tried before, as well as the Crush Back to the 80s blue raspberry soda. Let's try out some fun stuff. Alright, so we're going to start off with the Crush Back to the 80s. Now, this is a blue raspberry soda. I think I have had blue raspberry Crush before, but it's interesting that they're specifically calling this Back to the 80s. I guess because of the color. But let's try it out. Bottoms up. That's nice. It's got that nice blue raspberry flavor with a little bit of extra tartness. So if you like the flavor of like a sweet, slightly tart raspberry, I definitely think you'll like that. And of course, the color's nice. So, all right. So here's my bag of goodies. We got a lot of stuff in here. Some of this is stuff that has been out for a little bit. Some of this is not. I just got a bunch of random things I thought sounded interesting from Walmart, and I figured, you know what, I might as well do a video on it. So let's start off with, I guess, some of the least exciting stuff. We'll start with these. So I've not had these Shackalicious gummies. They've been out for a little while. These were on clearance on my Walmart for $2. So I figured, you know what, I'll get them. And not only will I get them, I will try them on a video, because why not? So we're going to try these bad boys out and see how they are, if they are as Shackalicious as they are proclaimed to be. All right, so they are advertised as being XL gummies. They are quite big. So we have green watermelon, mixed berry, and pineapple. So here is the mixed berry, bottoms up. That's not bad. Has a little bit of sour, nice little bit of tartness to it. The mixed berry flavor is okay. I think it would have been better as like blue raz or any basic fruit instead of just a mixed berry. I'm gonna try one more. I'll try the watermelon. Bottoms up. They're solid gummies. I think the flavors are okay. Definitely think they could have been a little bit better. I like the texture. It reminds me of the big Sour Patch Kids, but maybe a little bit more tough. But it's not bad. Like it's chewy, but not overly chewy. That's one of the big complaints I have about like Haribo, is that their gummy bears are so tough and very chewy. These are not. They have a little bit of toughness to it, but not too much. And then, of course, they're big. They do give you a little bit of sour, so not bad. Why don't we continue on the gummy train? So I do have another gummy. So I've had the Haribo Twin Snakes before, and I've actually quite enjoyed them. But we have a new limited edition flavor, and that is Tropical Twin Snakes. Speaking of Haribo, it's funny, I literally just talked about Haribo. So let's try out some tropical. Now, the thing with the Twin Snakes is one of them is supposed to be sour and one of them is sweet. So let's try this out. This is mango lime. They also have Paradise Punch and pineapple and passion fruit and tangerine. So let's try this out. This is mango and lime. That flavor hits. You got the tartness of the lime. Combining it with the mango, it's actually quite nice. This is the one I'm probably the most excited about, which is passion fruit and tangerine, because I'm a sucker for orange, and tangerine is kind of like orange. Let's try it out. Okay, these are good. I actually really like these. The more exotic, like tropical fruits, are not fruits you normally think about doing sour candy out of, which is, I think, is interesting. But they kind of make up for it by doing all the tropical fruits are really the sweet side with the exception of pineapple. And then on the sour side, they do more traditional fruits, but that go well with the tropical fruit. And I think that works quite well. So if you like sour gummies, I would give these a try. I think these are definitely worth your time. So, pretty solid start so far. Back to the bag. Now I have a kind of a category of candies we're gonna end with. So this one is next out of necessity just because it doesn't go with the rest of them. I've been looking for this for a while and I finally found it when I was at my Walmart, so I'm like, well, I have to try it. Cinnamon Toast Crunch Kisses. So yeah, Hershey's has been doing some interesting things lately with their kisses. Like they did Harry Potter Butterbeer Kisses, which those were quite good. They've done all kinds of interesting flavors. And so now we've got Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and like, look how colorful these wrappers are. Dang. So I have a feeling this is basically just gonna be white chocolate with cinnamon. That's my guess. They'll probably be good. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't be, but okay. Here is what the Cinnamon Toast Crunch Kiss looks like. Yep, smells like cinnamon. Let's try it out. It basically tastes like your bowl of after Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal milk. Added a little extra sugar, and then solidified it into chocolate. And that's pretty much what this is. What's interesting about it is it is crunchy because they add little tiny pieces of graham cracker throughout it. So if you like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, you will like these. It tastes very similar. So good job, Hershey's. You did a fun little collab there, and I think it works. Okay, so the last few candies are all Halloween because it is officially, at least according to Orlando area theme park, spooky season. And so we've got a number of Halloween candies. We're gonna start out with the least exciting. I only got this one because of the shape. I'm sure it's gonna taste like a normal candy. I don't think there's any flavor difference, but I wanted to get it. Twix Ghosts. So let's try this out. Like I said, I think this is pretty much just gonna taste like a normal Twix bar, but it's in a fun shape. I do appreciate that Twix is doing that now. Yep, you can see the little ghost guy right there. So let's try out the Twix Ghost. Bottoms up. If you're a Twix lover whose favorite part of the Twix bar is the cookie, you're gonna love this. It is mostly cookie. It's not bad. I mean, it tastes great. It's a Twix, but there's a lot of cookie in there. So I would say if you like a Twix bar, but you're not like a huge fan of the cookie part, which I don't know why you wouldn't be, but I would probably pass on that. But if you do like it, I would go with it. All right, we're gonna open up this one next, and this one has a sad story. It was in a bag that had some wet items in it for a little bit too long, and the back of the package disintegrated. We have pumpkin pie M&Ms. I wouldn't necessarily call this a Halloween item. It's more of a fall, because I don't really associate pumpkin pie with Halloween. I would associate it more with like Thanksgiving. But let's grab a couple pumpkin pie M&Ms. They're a little discolored again because of the packaging getting damaged, but let's try these out. Oops, I dropped one. Bottoms up. That does legitimately taste like pumpkin pie, but a chocolatey pumpkin pie. I do appreciate the fact that M&M's didn't do what they usually do with these limited edition flavors and just go with white chocolate, because that's what they typically do, is they just flavor white chocolate. This one's not that. It's regular milk chocolate. And I mean, I think chocolate and pumpkin pie work together well, so I think it does work. However, it's not strictly pumpkin pie. Like, you very much taste the chocolate. Chocolate is a much more pronounced flavor. So if you like chocolate and you like pumpkin pie, you'll probably dig those. I think they're pretty good. Go on a swig of the 1980s real quick. Neon. We only get a couple things left. I'll get the last non-chocolate item. And that is Nerds Gummy Clusters Spooky Edition. So I'm guessing these are like orange grape and like fruit punch or something. I think that's what they are. Of course, if you're living under a rock, Nerds Gummy Clusters have kind of become one of the GOAT modern candies. Like, everybody loves these things. And I get why. They are kind of the perfect mix of crunchy and chewy at the same time. Because Nerds, my problem with Nerds has always been they're very crunchy, like almost too much. So that, like, I almost don't want to finish a whole box. But with the gummy clusters, they're much less crunchy, and plus you got that chewy middle, so they're much more enjoyable, and you get multiple flavors typically. So here are the spooky gummy clusters. Let's give these a try. Bottoms up. I can't really tell what the flavors are. I mean, they're good. It's Nerds Gummy Clusters, but I'm just having a hard time trying to figure out what the flavor actually is. They're cool colors. I think they'd be a good dish for like a Halloween party if your kids or friends are big fan of Nerds Gummy Clusters. I personally very much enjoy them. Can't really tell what they are, but I don't know if that matters that much. They're Nerds Gummy Clusters. They're always good. All right, our last candy. I think I saved a good one for last. It's funny, we already had one cinnamon toast flavored chocolate, and now we are about to have another one. This one's not licensed though. We have Ghost Toast Kit Kat. So this is a special edition Kit Kat flavor, only available during Halloween. I don't remember if this came out last year. It might have, maybe not. Either way, I didn't try it last year if it did, so we're gonna try it now. And it's orange. That's fun. Okay, so here we go. We got our orange Kit Kat. Wish it was actually orange flavored, that'd be fun, but it's not. All right, let's try it out. Bottoms up. To be honest, that tastes more like Cinnamon Toast Crunch than the Kisses do. I think part of it is the texture. Kit Kat already has that crunchy wafer. So having the crunchy wafer surrounded by a white chocolate that tastes like cinnamon, it really gives off Cinnamon Toast Crunch vibes. So yeah, it's good. I mean, I don't think you would miss with anything here. Every single thing is at least solid, if not very good. I would say can't miss items. I like the Twin Snakes. I think the Tropical Twin Snakes were probably the item that impressed me the most. I also really like the Back to the 80s Crush because I'm a big fan of Blue Raspberry. Everything else, in the Nerds Gummy Clusters. But I mean, those are just Nerds Gummy Clusters. Even if I can't tell what the flavor is, they're still good. So yeah, pretty solid little lineup of snacks. If you have any other suggestions of Halloween snacks you want me to try in the future, feel free to leave a comment below. And yeah, that's going to do it for this episode of Taste Test. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell, that way you know when new videos drop. I'll see you on the next episode of Taste Test. Bye.